Good morning, and welcome to Genesis Jeopardy. We've got to get going. I didn't realize we were the last one already. So let's get the first board up. We're going to do this men versus women. You can sit wherever you like. We'll bring the microphone to the tables. But we're going to be in Genesis. You should have at your tables a copy of the board. This is to eliminate the problem with people actually being able to see the board that we've had in past Genesis Jeopardies. So we will start on the first side where the board is labeled Genesis. The second board is labeled Genesis 2, so it's on the back. So you can kind of keep track of which categories have been chosen and what dollar amounts have been chosen. All right. Now we're going to start. What are the names of the teams that we have this time, Bryce? All right, we have Team Toothy and Team Jabberjaw. Team Toothy and Team Jabberjaw. And which is which? Which is the men and which is the women? I'm not walking into that one right there. Mandy, you choose. Which one? Who's who?
Oh, no. We're taking, I don't know. I can't decide either.
All right.
I decided potato heads, and nobody
all right. We shall make, all right. Very good. Thank you. So the women will be the Jabberjaws, and the men will be the Toothy, the Team Toothy. All right. I'm going to say it wasn't me who chose the team names. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Bum. All right, so Andrew, you're going to start for the men. If you would simply pick a category off your paper and or the screen and a dollar amount, please.
Grifting drifter for 100.
All right, grifting drifter for 100. All right, the answer is Jacob's ultimate destination was this Syrian location. Remember, you may have your Bibles open. This is from Genesis chapter 28. Jacob's ultimate destination was this Syrian location. We're going to have to go pretty quickly. So you have about 3 seconds. Any idea? If you're not sure, just say no.
No.
All right. Do the women want to steal? Quickly. I'm going to need a microphone to run around to help me with the stealing.
Pat and Moran.
All right. She said Pat and Moran, and that is correct. However, it was not answered in the form of a question. Do we give the points, Judge? I guess we will, because they are the Jabberjaws. We don't have to listen to them jabber if we don't give them the points. All right, so the women have the points. They're ahead. Jane, you're up next, or you're getting settled. We'll go to Kim. Kim, all right, I need a category and a dollar amount.
Legacy and Death, 200.
All right, Legacy and Death, 200. The answer is Abraham was this ripe age when he died. You're going to have your Bibles open.
She knows it.
All right. She is not answering. Do the men want to steal? Don't get it wrong. You'll lose. Yes? All right, hold on. Here's the stealing here.
175.
All right, 175. That is correct. So the men take the 200 points. Now we'll go back to the men. Tom, you're up. Need a category and dollar amount, please.
How about Legacy and Death for 100?
Legacy and Death for how much? Wait, 1 or 4? How much?
100.
100. The answer is Abraham's primary heir. Abraham's primary heir.
I don't know.
He doesn't know. Do the women want to steal? Hold on. You do know, Tom. You're just not thinking of it. Here we go.
Isaac.
All right. Has anybody think?
Who is Isaac?
Has anyone watched the game Jeopardy? The answers must be in the form of a question. She says Isaac. That is correct. Who is Isaac? The primary heir is Isaac. Who was the other heir? Yeah, Ishmael. Okay. All right. Let's see. The women are up, right? And let's go to Jane.
Deception 100.
Deception, contention for 100. Isaac intended to bless this fuzzy son.
Who is Esau?
Who is Esau is correct. All right, the women are in the lead. Chris, we're coming to you. All right. Needs to get the internet up. Anyone help him get his internet up? Angela? Anyone? Women volunteer? Never mind.
Oh, I was going to say Doris left me a note, too, if you want me to read it. Sure. Okay. So my wife had surgery on Friday, so she left me a note. It says, "Dear Chris, my beloved, amazing, super smart, handsome, dependable, loyal, and very handsome husband. Please do not worry about my recovery from major surgery that I had last week. I am fine. Please instead focus on Jeopardy and taking home the title again. Just like last match, I hope you win fair and square. Love, Doris."
In fairness, I see the note. It was written by Chris, but he crossed off Chris and wrote in Doris. So, all right. All right, category and dollar amount.
All right, let's go legacy and death for 300.
Legacy and death in 300. Following Sarah's death, Abraham took another wife whose name means incense. Following Sarah's death, Abraham took another wife whose name means incense.
Who is Keturah?
That is correct. Who is Keturah? Excellent. All right. So the men are up by 200 points. We'll come here, Sharon. Category and they need a category page if we have an extra one.
I'm eating.
We will return. Christine, are you ready? Category and amount? No. All right. Tree, are you ready?
How about sister for 100?
Sister for 100. The answer is this object covered the well in the field. This is from Genesis chapter 29. This object covered the well in the field.
What is a stone?
What is a stone is correct. We will accept that. What is a heavy stone? Very good. All right, Warren, you ready?
I don't know. Am I?
We'll wait for you to finish. We'll wait for you to finish the bite. You ready, Craig? Category and dollar amount.
Deception and contention, 200.
Deception and contention for 200. The answer is these young animal skins. This is from chapter 27. These young animal skins were used to make Jacob appear hairier and manlier.
Were they kid skins?
What are kid skins? We will accept that, yes. What are goat skins? Absolutely, very good. That could be misinterpreted, so I would prefer to use the word goat so that we don't get any trouble in our current culture and climate. All right, let's move. Christine, now are you ready? All right. Category and dollar amount.
Well, 300.
Well, for 300. This is from Genesis chapter 26. The name or title of Abimelech's army commander. The name or title of Abimelech's army commander. From Genesis chapter 26. All right, we'll give you 5 seconds. All right, time is up. Does any of the men want to steal? Looking for a hand, a quick steal? It has to be a man to be able to steal. All right, I see no men stealing, so the answer... Oh, all right, hold on, we have...
You said title king? Yeah, what is it? Name of a king.
The name is King. That is incorrect. The answer is... What is Phicol? Phicol is in Genesis chapter 26. It may mean king, by the way, or commander. We weren't sure if it was actual name or a title. That's why we queried the question that way. All right, so that was the women's question. We're going to go to the men. Again, Raphael, you're up. If you could give us a category and dollar amount, please.
I don't know how to play this game.
Other side. Are you ready, Charlie? You want to do a category and dollar amount? Are you ready?
Well.
For how much?
500.
All right, well, for 500. This sin of his father was repeated by Isaac with Abimelech, king of the Philistines. This sin of his father. So we're looking for the sin of the father that was repeated by Isaac.
The sin?
Sin. What was the sin? That would be chapter 26. If you look at your paper, the chapter will be at the top of the category. All right, 3 seconds.
Fornication.
All right, that is incorrect. All right, so let's see if the women have a chance to steal. By the way, we don't do losing and gaining. They either, you know what I mean? You want to guess it, Karen? You know what I mean, Bryce? We won't penalize you twice.
Deception.
What is deception? I will accept that, right? All right, we will accept that. Okay. What is lying that his wife was his sister? If you recall, the deception that his wife was his sister was the deception. All right, we'll accept that. Very good. Yes, thank you. All right, and so that was the men's category. Are you ready, Joanne? For a category at a time? You ready, Jen?
Sister, sister.
All right, sister, sister for how much? We have 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, the big one, sister, sister for 5. This was the local custom at the well. This was the local custom at the well. Genesis chapter 29. Any clue?
For the women to draw water for the animals.
That is part of the local custom. That's not specifically the local custom that is specified in chapter 29. Can the men steal for it? Any of the men? All right, so Joanne's got the correct answer, but we're not going to give her the points. Let's get that correct answer.
Huh?
What's the correct answer?
All the shepherds were together, and
Yeah, that's the custom. They had to wait. They had to wait until all of the shepherds were there. All right, so there's no scoring and no loss of scoring on that point. All right, let's go to the men. Are you ready? No? Category and amount. Can you see?
Okay, which ones are still open?
They're all open.
Let's do deception contention for 500.
All right, deception contention for 500. The answer is, what blessing did Isaac end up giving to Esau when the original blessing had been stolen? This is from Genesis chapter 27. What blessing, and we put it in quotes, did Isaac end up giving to Esau when the original blessing had been stolen? This would be by his brother. Okay, so we're looking for the blessing that Isaac gave Esau.
Your dwelling will be away from the earth's richness, away from the dew of heaven above. You will live by the sword, and you will serve your brother.
That is correct. All right, there it is. So he's reading from the end of that verse. So it's the quote blessing, because it doesn't sound like a blessing to us, right? But that's what Jacob gave to Esau after Isaac stole the birthright. All right, or stole the blessing. All right, we'll go. Joanne, are you ready to pick a category and a dollar amount? You want to try? Yeah. Okay.
let's do legacy and death.
All right, so for legacy and death, there's the 4 or the 5. Which one?
Oh, let's go with the 5.
All right, right to the big money. Following his death, this is where Isaac and Ishmael buried Abraham's remains. Following Abraham's death, this is where the boys buried Abraham's remains. Do you recall? This is from Genesis chapter 25.
Abraham bought a plot. But where was it? It wasn't in Bethel.
She's got it. She's just reading it. Hold on one moment.
In the cave of Mizpah.
That's correct. We'll accept that. In the cave of Machpelah. That's exactly right. Very good. All right, so that was the women. Now we're off to the men. Robin, we'll come to you. Category and amount.
Deception, 300.
All right, deception for 3. The answer is the ADA had not yet come to exist to aid Isaac with this disability. Isaac's disability in Genesis chapter 27.
I don't know.
Not sure. Do the women want to try to steal it? All right, Peggy's going to try to steal it. Okay.
His eyes.
We will accept that. His eyes were going dim, if you recall. He was partially blind. Remember, that's why they were able to pull the wool over his eyes. No pun intended. All right, so the women are up. Let's go to Sally.
How about legacy and death, 400?
Legacy and death for 400. The answer, this colorful individual's name literally translates as Harry.
Who is Esau?
We will accept that correct. Who is Esau? Not saying anything, but the women are pulling ahead. Charlie, do you want to pick a category and amount? Nope. Okay. All right. We're going to go back up front then to Ernie. Category and amount.
Against.
All right. Let's do Here Comes the Bride for 500. This parent of Rebekah, you're going to turn to Genesis 24. This parent of Rebekah descended from the namesake of the city in which they lived. So we'll go to Genesis 24. Yeah, he's going to need a little help on this one. This parent of Rebekah. All right. Oh, you can't see it either. All right, hold on. We got somebody who he has the same issue that Isaac has. So Chris, can you help him out on this one? This parent of Rebekah, we're going to help him out because he can't see. This parent of Rebekah descended from the namesake of the city in which they lived. So Rebekah's parent. 3 seconds. Any clue? All right, no clue. All right, the answer is? Oh, women want to steal it? Jane wants to steal it. Hold on, what is it?
Who is Bethuel?
Who is Bethuel? That is correct, all right? So if you can look ahead in your Bibles, you can pick off some of these answers. All right, so that puts the women way ahead. We're got a big trouble here, man. We're in trouble. Big trouble.
I don't want to breathe on that thing. Hold on. Here comes a bride for 300.
Here comes a bride for 300. This person went with Rebekah back to Canaan. This person went with Rebekah back to Canaan.
Can I look?
Yep. You got 4 seconds. Otherwise, the men can steal it. So the men need to be looking ahead. The chapters for each of these categories are at the top of the column. All right. The men can steal. All right. Tracy, I'm going to say your time is up. You want to try to steal it, Craig?
Her handmaiden.
Her handmaiden. I don't know. Will we accept that? All right. Yes. Out of pity, we have accepted that. The answer is her nurse. The nurse. And the women, again, this is why they're called the Jabberwockies. They're just jabberwocking. It was the nurse. We will accept handmaiden because the men are losing so desperately badly. All right. Women are up. Let's go back up here to... Wait, no, we didn't get around to this table yet. We got to come back here to Barb. All right, we need a category and dollar amount.
Go ahead, Barb.
Oh, it's the men's turn? I just whacked her in the face with the microphone. That was Tracy's question. All right, we'll go to Warren. Okay. All right, Warren. Category and dollar amount.
Well, for $100.
Well, for 100, the answer is this disaster sent Isaac to Gerar. This disaster, we argued whether this was a natural disaster or not, sent Isaac to Gerar.
Famine?
Famine is correct. We'll accept that. Correct. There was a famine in the land, and that sent them to the land of the Philistines. All right, Barb. Category and dollar amount.
That's all I have to do is pick a category. All righty. We got to stay on this side. Oh, what about well?
All right. Well. You have a 200 or 400?
4.
400. Your answer is these 2 Hittite wives Esau took when he was 40, and they brought much grief to Isaac and Rebekah. From Genesis chapter 26, these 2 Hittite wives Esau took when he was 40 years old. All right.
Canaanite wives? That's all I know. I don't know their name. Canaanite wives.
Canaanite wives. Will we accept that? No, I'm sorry. The judges are not accepting it, allowing the men to steal. Would the men be allowed to steal? Would the men like to steal that question? Men? Yes, we have a stealer. One moment.
The wife of Judith and Bashmath. I don't know how to say that.
All right, he can't pronounce them. Bashmath. He's attempting to pronounce them. Judith and Basmath. Yes, that is correct. And so the men are gaining on the women. This is just remarkable comeback here. Just amazing. This is scores are just closing in on one another. All right, let's go back. No, that's the men's turn, right? All right. Warren did his. All right, Craig, a category and dollar amount, sir.
Well, I can't see. What's this one right here?
All right, that's gifting drifter. Which dollar amount would you like for that? Grifting. 500 from Genesis chapter 28. The answer is, what tiered object did Jacob see in his dream? What tiered object did Jacob see in his dream?
A ladder.
A ladder? You said 2 things. What was the other thing you said?
A staircase.
A staircase or a ladder? We would accept both of them. Do they get bonus points for getting both answers? No. Okay. Evidently, they have to settle with just the 500. But based on that answer, we are now only $100 apart. Amazing comeback for the men. Good job, men. I'm not rooting for anyone specifically. I'm just proud that the men are doing better than they lamely started with. All right, let's go back here to Barbara. Category and dollar amount, please.
Sister, sister. And let's see, under that you have. Oh, let's go for 3.
All right, sister, sister for 3. The answer. This surprise awaited Jacob the morning after his wedding.
He was married to Leah and not Rib.
She states he was married. Yes, Leah was the surprise. Very good. All right, the men are up. We're coming over here. Yes, correct. That is correct. All right, category and dollar amount, sir.
Deception.
Deception. There's only one question left. This sin was committed by Jacob and Rebekah. This sin was committed by Jacob and Rebekah. Think about the category and the deception contention. This sin was committed by Jacob and Rebekah.
They lied.
That is correct. Let's see, what's the actual yeah, deception or lying. Very good. Right? They lied to steal the birthright. That is correct. Yeah, you got it. He would like extra points? No, I'm sorry. You may not have any extra points. It's okay to ask. There's nothing wrong with asking. But no, of course, the answer would be no. Aida, do you want to play? Do you want to play or pass? You don't have a clue what we're doing. No problem. That's okay. All right, Karen.
Here comes the bride for 200.
Here comes the bride. The answer is Abraham dispatched this individual to find a wife for his son.
His servant, but
His servant? He doesn't, or she does not. We would give you bonus points. Hold on, we'll give her 1,000 bonus points if she can remember the name. Anyone want to steal? I'm getting grief from the men. This is ridiculous. The answer, of course, we will accept is his servant. Very good. His eldest servant. Right? We actually do not know the name of the man. He was not listed, so you couldn't get it, the bonus points if you tried. All right? And no, it wasn't Elvis. Who said Elvis? No, it's eldest, not Elvis. Good grief. All right.
That drifter, 200.
Grifting drifter for 200. The answer is Jacob was to take up residence with this conniving relative. Who was he going to stay with? Jacob was to take up residence with this conniving relative.
Who was Laban?
Who was Laban? That is correct. Very good. Very good. All right. Come back over here. Tie game. Tie game. Very good. All right. Barbara, you're up.
No, I need to pass.
All right. She's passing. Barbara, you're up. There are like 18 Barbaras, if I'm not sure the name.
Sister, sister.
All right. There's 2 and 400 left.
2.
Sister, sister for 200 answers. This girl came to the well to water her father's sheep. This girl came to the well to water her father's sheep.
Who is Rachel?
Who is Rachel? That is correct. Good job. Very done. Not even hesitating. Took her longer to find the question than it did to answer the question. All right.
Getting drifter for 300.
All right, grifting drifter for 300. Esau married a daughter of this rejected uncle. Esau married a daughter of this rejected uncle.
Who is Ishmael?
Ishmael is correct. Excellent. Very nicely done. Back to the women. We're running out of categories here in this first Jeopardy round.
What's the categories left?
3 categories left. 4 categories left.
All right, here comes the bride for 400.
All right, here comes the bride. His oath Abraham dispatched his servant with was issued by placing the hand under this body part.
The thigh. What is the thigh?
What is the thigh? Not the wing. That is correct. What is the thigh? Not the wing. All right, let's. We gotta have some fun when we put these boards together. All right. All right. Category and amount.
Let's do sister, sister for 400.
Sister, sister for 400. The answer is Jacob worked for Rachel for this many years, and I'm just going to let you know this is a trick question, so you need to think hard. Jacob worked for Rachel for this many years. All right?
7.
What is 7? That is incorrect. Oh, I have women willing to steal it. Since they're all yelling out at the same time, the ladies all together, what is? 14 is correct. The women steal. All right, that's why it was a trick question. I was trying to remind the men of that. That's okay. All right, so the women are up. And I think we're up. Where to Sandy? Okay. Only 3 categories left. We have grifting drifter, here comes the bride, or well, well, well. Here comes the bride. The answer is, this man is considered one of the smartest men in the Bible, from Genesis chapter 24.
Oh, great. What does it say? 20.
We have 4 seconds.
I have-
Yeah, 4 seconds. No, you don't get 4 minutes. You get 4 seconds. All right, would the men like to steal? Anybody? This could also be considered a trick question. Anybody? All right, hold on. It came in and went out at the same time. You only get 4 seconds too. Time's up. What's the answer? Who is Abraham? He knew a lot. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Come on, you guys. It's only 100 points. Nobody lost points. Come on. It's a great question. Good job, Bryce. All right, the women are up. Listen, you got to wake up to come to Jeopardy in this class. Come on, you guys. All right.
Grifting drifter.
Grifting drifter for 400. The answer is, Jacob stopped in this Canaanite city and dreamed a dream. Anyone know seeing Les Mis? Yes, thank you very much. This is not where that song was created. 4 seconds, please. Men, you have a chance to steal.
No dice.
Not sure the men have a chance to steal. I'm going to come back here to Craig. You really need it? You really need it? Please tell me you've looked the Bible up and you have the answer as I walk over to you. All right, chance to steal.
Bethel.
What is Bethel? That is correct. We would also have accepted lose. Bethel is correct. And now the men have a chance to close out the round. And I'm back to Ernie. Oh, actually, Ernie, you're not playing, right? We're going to warm. You already have the question up. Isaac's servants and the Philistines fought over these not-so-plentiful water sources. You can look at the name of the category.
Can I call a friend?
You may not call a friend. You may, however, look at the title of the category. They fought over these not-so-plentiful water resources.
Wells?
Oh, well, shockingly, I think we're going to accept that answer and end our first round. Very good. Oh, my goodness. All right, what's our score? Oh, and we are only separated by a simple 100 points. Very good. Very good. Now, if you will all turn your papers over to the back, we will quickly play Genesis Jeopardy Round 2 and take the next 6 chapters of Genesis. I think we've gone all the way around the room, and we are back up to Kim for our women picking categories, or are you heading out? All right, she's coming back. All right, we're Genesis chapter 2. Bryce is loading the screen while he's loading the next game board. Takes a minute just to do that. Yes, this is Jeopardy. Jeopardy. Any prayer requests that we should be praying for this week? What's going on? Follow-ups? Yes, Jen. Okay, hold on one moment. Can you just pause our recording for just a minute, Bryce? Board, so the board on the back. All right, we're going to start with Kim. Let's take a category at a dollar amount.
The Revengers, 500.
The Revengers for 500. These 2 of Jacob's sons are responsible for the slaughter of the men in Shechem.
Who are Simeon and Levi?
Boom! The women hit it out big time, coming out. Simeon and Levi is correct. Let's see. We did Warren, so we're back here to the back table, right? Here, all right. Pick a category and dollar amount.
Revengers for 500.
All right, that one was just taken. You want to do 400?
The foot cannon for 500.
Flight of the fleet-footed for 500. Jacob and Laban create a stone heap for this purpose. Jacob and Laban, at the end of Genesis chapter 31, create a stone heap for this purpose. Four seconds. The women think about stealing, women.
I can't remember it.
All right, the women have a clue. Hold on, we'll come over here to Tree. I saw your hand first.
The heap is a witness between you and me, which would have been Jacob and Laban, and they were just supposed to, go their separate ways and not harm each other.
All right, we'll accept that. We'll accept that. It was a very wordy answer, but it is correct. To establish basically a treaty or a covenant. We couldn't put all those words in there, Treva. because the grid doesn't allow us to do that. But it is correct, and we will accept it. So, Jane, you're up. No, wait a minute. Let's see. We're now to the women. Yeah, Kim, so Jane's up.
Women speak more words than men, you know.
Well, yes, you are. You are Jabberjaw, evidently. All right, name and category and dollar amount.
Where am I? Fruitful multiplication. 400.
Fruitful multiplication for 400. Your answer is Zilpah has this many recorded children fathered by Jacob. Zilpah has this many recorded.
2.
What is 2? And that is correct. Excellent. Very good. Do you want to play or pass? No? Okay. All right, go back to Warren. He ended with well. We'll still come back over here.
Rise of Nations, 500.
Rise of Nations for 5 from Genesis 35 and 36. The first instance of this name of God is found in chapter 35, which could be translated as God Almighty is enough. First instance of this name of God found in Genesis chapter 35, which could be translated as God Almighty is enough. If you remember the Amy Grant song we attempted to sing, it might also help you. But I don't think Warren was here that week. This is an audio daily double.
I have no idea.
He doesn't have any idea.
El Shaddai.
El Shaddai. But she didn't put it in the form of a question, and since they're so far ahead, I don't think we should accept it. What do you think, Judge? Grace has been bestowed yet again. That's because you took communion. Thank you very much. All right.
You want me to pick one?
Yes.
What's this one right here?
All right, that is WWE BC.
WWEBC, is that the question?
That is the category. That's not the question. That's the category. What number? For 500, WWE BC, the answer is, what joint did Jacob have displaced during his bout with the angel of the Lord?
His hip.
What is his hip? And that is correct. Very well done. All right, Christine, you're up.
Oh, okay. Family reunion for 300.
Family reunion for 300. The answer is Jacob leaves Esau and then travels to this area of Canaan in Genesis chapter 33. He leaves Esau and then travels to this area in Genesis 33. All right, do the men want to steal? All right, hold on. We have an answer here.
Is it Shechem?
What is Shechem is the answer, and Judge, we will accept it. Succoth, Shechem, it is the same general area. We'll accept it. I thought he said what is chicken, but he did say what is Shechem, and we will accept that. All right, Treva, it is your turn.
I want a 500. I don't care. Okay. How about? You know what? I think I'd rather have revenge. Let's do 400.
She would rather have revenge. Revenge for 400. Jacob's sons agreed to these terms as part of the treaty with the city leaders. So this is, what are the terms of the treaty with the city leaders? Yes, the terms of the treaty.
Circumcision, but no, that wasn't the city leader. Oh, yeah, that's what they wanted them to have, a circumcision.
All right, so the answer is circumcision, and that is in the form of a question. Yes, the women have been penalized. Ooh, the answer is correct. All the men must be circumcised. All right, so let's go to the men here. We're up to you. Raphael? Category and dollar amount. We're on the back side here. There we go. Family reunion for how much? 500. After purchasing a plot of land from an important ruler in the city, Jacob erected an altar and named it this, which simply means God of Israel. So we're looking for the name of the altar built in Genesis chapter 33.
You're looking for what?
The name of the altar. Genesis 33.
33.
All All right. Looks like the women are going to have a chance to steal. Jen had her hand up first, I think. Or maybe Kim. I didn't see your hand, though, Kim.
Alder then named it. Its God. Its God is the God of Israel.
Okay, so she's got a version of the Bible that doesn't have the actual name of the altar. It is correct, but we're looking for the name.
What is El-Ho Israel?
Yeah, but she didn't pronounce it correctly in the Hebrewic language, and based on her Hebrew pronunciation, I think we should remove 2,100 points. Don't you think? No, we're not going to do that. The women are still blowing away the men. All right, who's up next? Robin, you're up. Is there a question worth 1,500? No. Okay, pick a different one.
33, family reunion.
Family reunion. 4. We have 1, 2, or 4. Or 100. The answer is Jacob places these women in front of the line to meet Esau.
Jacob places these women in front of the...
Yeah, we'll accept either what they were or their names. We'll accept either one. You know what I mean? Yeah. We'll take anything we can get, right, frankly, from the men at this point.
I don't know.
All right, not sure. Hold on. We have a steal. Hold on.
Leah and her children and their children.
All right, Leah and her children and the servants and their children. That is incorrect. The answer is Zilpah and Bilhah. It was the handmaids went first. The handmaids went first. All right, so we're at the women. Where do we leave off? I'm back at this table with Barbara Martin. Okay. We have to hurry. All right, Barbara. Category and dollar amount.
Oh. Wait, you going to answer it?
Well, maybe. Try 300.
Revengers for 300. The answer is, this man went to speak to Jacob about his son and Jacob's daughter. This man went to speak to Jacob about his son and Jacob's daughter.
This man went to speak to Jacob about his sons and his daughter. Haman?
What is Haman? Oh, yeah. We will accept. How far ahead are they? No, we will not accept that answer. It was not correct. It was not correct. Would the men like to steal? Would the men like to steal? Would any man in this room like to steal other than me? Let's steal it. What is it?
Who is Hamor?
It was Hamor. That is correct. That is correct. It's astounding that you had to think about that after Treva shouted it through the microphone to all of you. All right, so it is now the men's turn. If you're heading out, see you. All right, we're back up here to Tom. Tom, you ready? All right, get that Bible open. We need to hurry. All right, category and dollar amount.
How about WWE BC?
WWE BC 4? 400. Jacob sends his family across this shallow part of this body of water. All right? I'm not sure what his answer is. I know there's 2 possible answers, so I'm not sure what he's picked. Jacob sends his family across the shallow part of this body of water. Genesis chapter 32. Yeah. The answer is? Not sure. All right.
What is the fort of the Jabbok?
Yeah. What is the fort of the Jabbok is his answer. What is the Jabbok? We will accept that. Good job. All right. Women are up. Barbara, you're up. Category and dollar amount as we wrap up this round here quickly as we can.
I don't know. I guess we'll do Revengers.
All right, Revengers for 1 or 200?
We'll take 2.
200. The answer is this town. The town is named for this prince. Come on in. What is
Shechem?
What is Shechem? That is correct. Come on in. Yeah, come on in. See you, Joanne. Happy Mother's Day. All right, so the men are up. Chris, you're up.
How about family reunion for 400?
Family reunion for 4. The answer is Jacob purchases land. So he actually purchases land near this town in Canaan.
He arrived safely at the city. What is the city of Shechem?
That is correct. Shechem. So we actually had the same answer for 2 questions. Very good. Shechem is correct. All right, let's go back to the ladies. Karen, you're up. Category and dollar amount.
What's the second one?
The Revengers for 100. All right, let's knock out that category. Jacob and Leah's only named daughter in the Bible. We have another audio clue. Can the men steal it? Anybody? Hold on. It's all right. It's all right. You guys are way ahead. No big deal.
Diana?
Who was Diane? No. That's incorrect. Ladies, who was it? Dinah. Thank you very much. It was Dinah. So nobody scores. No scores on that one. It was a nice try there, Tom. You got close. You had the syllables similar. Your similars were close. All right. Category and amount.
It's my turn? Okay. And the category that I'm going to go for is fruitful multiplication.
All right, for how much?
For 400.
All right. Fruitful multiplication for 400. That one's been taken. You want 3 or 5? 300. The answer is Leah's attitude changes with the birth of this thankful child. Leah's attitude changes with the birth of this thankful child. 4 seconds. Question. The men have a chance to steal. Do the men have any clue? All right, hold on. I'm coming. All right.
Who is Judah?
Who is Judah is correct. Good job. All right. Now it's the men's turn. Did we do yours yet, Chris? Yeah, Andrew, you're up.
Let's do fruitful multiplication for 500.
Fruitful multiplication for 5. Leah and Rachel play Let's Make a Deal over this flower. Leah and Rachel places from Genesis 29b to Genesis 30. Leah and Rachel play Let's Make a Deal with this kind of flower.
Mandrake.
Excellent. It wasn't Mandrake. Good job. I don't know where you pulled that one out from. Good job, Andrew. Amazing. Just amazing. By the way, that narrows the game to 400 points. This is quite the game. Let's see what happens now. Woo! These guys are incredible. All right, Barbara, you're up.
I don't like these categories.
All right, she's going to pick family reunion for 200. Jacob sends this son, whose name means he will add, to bring up the rear to meet Esau. Jacob sends this son, whose name means he will add, to bring up the rear to meet Esau. 4 seconds.
Where?
All right, the men have a chance to steal. The men have a choice. A guess here. Warren, Ernie, Robin. The last son. No guess from the men. So women, what is it? Who is Joseph? That is correct. Who is Joseph? All right, come back to the men. Robin, you're up. Category and dollar amount.
WBCE.
All right, for 1, 2, or 3.
2.
All right, WWEBC. Esau traveled with an army of this many men. Esau traveled with an army of this many men.
Is it 400?
Is it 400? It is 400. Excellent job. All right. And now we'll go to Sally. All right. Category and dollar amount.
We'll take WWEBC for 300.
300 there. The answer, Jacob sent these ahead of his family to Esau and his company of men. Jacob sent these ahead of his family to Esau and his company of men.
Are you talking?
He sent these ahead of his family to Esau and his company of men.
Who are his servants?
Who are his servants? Judge? No. All right, the men have a chance to steal. You're really close there, Sal. All right, Warren had his hands up. He sent these ahead.
Who is messengers?
Who are messengers? No, that's not what we're looking for. Anybody else? Gifts. What are gifts? Yeah, he sent gifts of herds and flocks. He did send them with his messengers and his servants, but we were looking for really what were the gifts. Okay, we're back to the men. Warren, or Dad, or I guess Warren then Dad. So, all right, pick a category. Look, we're only 200 points apiece here, so choose wisely, Warren.
Rise of Nations 400.
Rise of Nations for 4. All right, the descendants of this grandson of Esau, son of Eliphaz, were a constant source of agitation for the children of Israel. I'll read it again. The descendants of this grandson of Esau, son of Eliphaz, were a constant source of agitation for the children of Israel. And they clue, you got 4 seconds. All right, no clue. The women, 3 seconds to steal. All right, the answer is, who was Amalek? If you recall, the Amalekites were just a real thorn in the flesh for the Israelites. All right, next question, Jane. We're almost done. 8 questions left.
400.
All right, she's going to take yeah, that one, for 400. Rachel stole these from her father's house.
His idols.
Yes, what are his idols? Okay, boy, the men needed that one. All right, very good. And, all right, Warren. Oh, actually, we just did Warren. Craig, pick category and dollar amount. Flight of the fleet-footed gang. He's going to take the $300 question. The answer is God spoke to Jacob during this nocturnal event. He spoke to Jacob in this nocturnal event.
He was wrestling with the angel.
At night, he spoke to him through what nocturnal event? What happens at night when you're sleeping and you have this event?
Dream.
Yes, a dream. Very good. Very good job. Excellent. Whew, I tell you, you guys are incredible. How you pull these answers out, just amazing. Just good job. Good job, men. All right, I think we're over here to Tracy. Okay.
Okay. Rise of Nations for 300.
Rise of Nations for 3. God reveals this new detail about Jacob's descendants in verse 11. All right. This new detail in verse 11, we have 3 seconds. Oh, she didn't get it. Would the men like?
What is be fruitful and increase in number?
Yes, be fruitful and increase in number, and that is incorrect. Would the men like to steal? Would the men like to steal? The verse is right there in the Bible. Would the men like to steal this new detail? I'm just asking, would the men like to steal? It would tie the game if the men would like to steal. Anyone like to steal? I'm trying to find a man. I'm not, would any man like to raise their hand? Well, it's in verse 11. All right, King's Mother, we're running out of time. So sorry, the men did not get that, but we do go to the men for the next category, so we're up here to Robin again.
Again? The BC.
All right, WWBC for 100. Esau lived in this mountainous region. Where did Esau live? Remember?
No.
Not sure. Women want to steal? Jen? Edom. All right. I'm not going to accept that, however, because we want specifically Mount Seir. Mount Seir is the answer we're looking for. Somebody changed the answer there to add Edom. I don't know who put that up there. So let's go back. Let's see. It's the women's turn.
We're just getting deep in here. Okay.
I think that got on the.
Sorry. Flight of the fleet-footed gang for 200.
Flight of the fleet-footed gang for 200. Laban changed Jacob's wages this number of times.
3.
What is 3? That is incorrect. I'm sorry, you're going to lose points for that one. Do the men want to steal? Yes, hold on.
7.
What is 7? That is incorrect. The answer is what is 10? He changed his wages 10 times in the book of Genesis. All right, only 5 left. Sally?
Flight of the fleet for
100. Jacob calls his wives to this place for a private conversation. Genesis chapter 31. All right, the men have a chance to steal. Anybody? Where does he call them to? 4 seconds. You could really use the points, men. He calls his wives here for a private conversation. All right, time is up. What's the answer? He calls them to the field, right? He can't have the conversation at the tents because they're always listening. All right, so we're down to the last 4 categories. All right, we're back to Ernie. Pick a category, Ernie. Rise of nations or fruitful multiplication? Rise of nations for 1 or 2? 2 is correct. Jacob's family buries these before leaving Shechem. What does the family bury in the oak tree, under the oak tree, before they leave the city?
Rachel?
No, they don't bury Rachel. They bury these before leaving Shechem. Yeah, the idols. We'll accept that. The idols is correct. All right, so where did we leave off? Barbara? Yeah, I think you had yours. Who's, Jen, you're up. Pick one of these last three here.
Me?
Oh. So it's either rise of nations or fruitful multiplication.
Fruitful multiplication.
Or one or two.
Two.
All right, the answer, Jacob's second son. Jacob's second son.
I don't know.
All right, the men have a chance to steal. All right, hold on.
Shechem.
Did you? Yes, Simeon. Yes, correct. Simeon is correct. Very good. And let's see if I look correctly. Yeah, that ties the game. All right, so the game is tied. We have two categories left, both 100 points. All right. Dad, you want rise of nations or fruitful multiplication?
Rise of nations.
Rise of nations for 100. The answer is God sends Jacob back. This is in Genesis chapter 35 or 36. God sends Jacob back to what city?
He goes back to Bethel.
Back to Bethel is correct. The men are in the lead for 100 points, and the women have a chance to tie the game on this last question. Who is up? I think we're back up. We're back up to Tracy. Tracy, you have the chance to tie this game. Jacob's first son loved this tasty sandwich. Jacob's first son loved this tasty sandwich.
I don't. A Reuben?
What is a Reuben? That is correct, and the game is tied! Woohoo! An amazing feat for the second time in a row. We have the last Jeopardy question here on Mother's Day. We must answer this. Your families are waiting. How much? They have to imagine how much they're going to wager. Is that how we do it? All right, men, how much of the 7,800 points would you like to wager? All of it or none of it? Men? By the way, you men may get together for this final question. So if you come together to this table up here as we close our morning, the men may come together. How much do you want to wager? I say the men want to wager it all. And the women, what if they want to wager it all? 100. They're counting on the men not getting it right here on Mother's Day. Is there agreement from the women? You're just going to wager 100 and win it? All right. Okay, that's what it is. This is an interesting dilemma for the men. All right, the question is, now I need one answer from the women, one from, do not shout this out loud. Women may go to the back of the room. All the women stand and go to the back of the room. Men stand, come to the front of the room. Yes, we're going to end this by standing, pretending we're standing for the final song. It's not the final song, it's the final question for Jeopardy. Men to the front, women to the back. Keep your answers just to your own groups. Yeah, Jane, you're not allowed to stay at the front. You have to go to the back, too. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, take your time. Take your time. All right, and here, the men may consult. The women may also consult. Do not say your answers out loud. The final answer is Israel means this. Israel means this. You will have 30 seconds, and then we will get an answer. They need to write their answer down, Bryce, so you get it and we get it, okay? Israel means this. Write it down on a piece of paper, please. Then write it down. Put your answer in the form of a question. Women, make sure you write it down. Israel means this. Written men. Their answer is written. Ladies, is your answer written? Okay. All right. Give you a chance to finish writing it. All right. Somebody hand me your response, please. I'll take it back to the back. We shall see who's going to win this game. Ladies, when you got your paper, I'll turn it in. Wagering that the men will get it wrong, the women, men hoping they get it right. We shall see. All right, the answers are being turned in. The judge will look at the answer, and we will declare the winner at this time. Both answers are correct. And therefore, the team that wagered the highest amount of money wins the game. The men win Genesis Jeopardy and a stunning recovery from certain defeat. Happy Mother's Day!